It begins with the sound of footsteps, soft and deliberate, pressing into the earth. Not the splash of webbed feet in water, not the whisper of wings cutting the air, but the grounded rhythm of a life built on solid land. Somewhere in a sunlit clearing, a deer lowers its head to graze, and a fox slips between the shadows, her paws leaving faint impressions in the dust. This is the world of the terrestrial animal. Creatures whose lives are bound to the soil beneath them, whose journeys are written in footprints rather than ripples or flight paths. To call them terrestrial is simply to say they belong here, on land. The word is a quiet acknowledgement of the ground as their stage and their sanctuary. They may walk, leap, climb, or crawl, but their existence is tied to the firmness of earth. A lion stretching in the heat of the savannah, a hedgehog nosing through fallen leaves, an elephant rumbling across the dry plains, each carries the story of life that unfolds far from the pull of the open sea or the endless sky. It is not that these animals ignore the water or the air. Rain still nourishes them, rivers still draw them to drink, and wind still carries the scents that guide them. But their homes are burrows, dens, nests woven in the crooks of branches, or wide-open ranges stretching as far as the eye can see. Their legs are their lifelines, their bodies shaped by the push and give of the ground. The cheetah's lithe frame is sculpted for bursts of speed, while the tortoise wears the earth itself upon its back, moving slowly but with unshakable purpose. Some are small enough to vanish in a patch of grass, a mouse slipping under a fallen log, a lizard basking on warm stone before darting away at the slightest tremor. Others tower above the plains, giraffes whose long necks reach the treetops, their hooves clicking softly as they move, each step an echo of their dominion over this solid world. And between them, 1,000 shapes and sizes fill every inch of habitat, each adapted not just to live on land, but to thrive upon it. Being a terrestrial animal is as much about adaptation as it is about location. The camel's feet spread wide to keep it steady on shifting desert sands. The jaguar's padded paws move silently over the jungle floor. Even the ants, so small they could be missed entirely, carry out entire civilizations beneath the surface, their tunnels a mirror of the bustling life above. Land demands resilience, the ability to face heat, cold, drought, and storm without the sheltering depths of water or the escape of the open sky. And yet there is a certain poetry in the way these creatures meet the challenges of the earth. The kangaroo, crossing the wide Australian outback, carries her young in a pouch, every leap taking her farther into the horizon. The wolf moves with his pack under the cover of night, their paws finding silent purchase on snow and soil. The elephant family travels together, tracing routes they have known for generations, their great bodies stirring the dust of paths worn by countless feet before them. Terrestrial life is a tapestry of movement and stillness. The leopard waits in the branches, unmoving until the perfect moment. While the gazelle's body is a symphony of constant readiness, every muscle poised to spring. Some, like the bear, move between seasons of plenty and scarcity, retreating into the embrace of the earth during winter's long sleep. Others, like the busy squirrels, prepare for the hard months ahead by hiding away food, each cache a small insurance policy against the lean days to come. And the land itself changes them. In the grasslands, animals evolve to blend with the endless waves of green and gold. In the dense forests, they grow agile and quiet, vanishing into the shadows. In the mountains, they become sure-footed climbers, navigating sheer cliffs and icy paths as if they were nothing more than gentle slopes. Each environment shapes the body and behavior of its inhabitants, writing its mark into their very bones. To walk among terrestrial animals is to be reminded of the intricate, quiet marvels of the natural world. It is the chipmunk darting into a hollow log at the sound of your approach, the heavy thud of a moose's hooves as it disappears into the trees, the faint rustle in the underbrush that might be a snake or a rabbit, or something you will never see but will always remember hearing. These creatures carry the history of the land with them. Long before roads carved up the wilderness, before buildings rose to block the horizon, they moved freely, migrating, hunting, grazing, nesting. They knew the roots of rivers, the rise and fall of the seasons, the smell of rain before it arrived. Even now, in a world crowded with human presence, they keep their connection to the earth, sometimes adapting to live alongside us, sometimes slipping further into the hidden corners of the wild. The beauty of terrestrial life is that it is both familiar and astonishing. We walk among them, share the same air, feel the same soil under our feet, and yet their ways of living are entirely their own. A fox curled in her den feels the security of the earth above her. A prairie dog keeps watch at the mouth of his burrow, scanning the open sky for threats. A herd of wild horses gallops across the plains, each hoofbeat a heartbeat of the land itself. When the sun dips low and the first shadows stretch across the ground, the day's rhythm shifts. Nocturnal creatures emerge, owls swooping silently from perches, porcupines shuffling through the dark, foxes resuming their endless patrols. The ground becomes a stage for a different cast, but still the story is the same. Life unfolding on the solid foundation of the earth. A terrestrial animal is not defined by grandeur or rarity. It can be the lion that roars across the savanna or the beetle that pushes a ball of dung across the dirt. What unites them is this simple truth. Their lives are bound to the land, shaped by its challenges and its gifts. And in every step they take, in every burrow they dig, in every sun-warmed rock they rest upon, they affirm their place in the oldest story the earth knows, the story of life that walks, runs, and crawls upon its surface. In the end, to understand what a terrestrial animal is, you need only watch one for a while. See the way it moves, steady, purposeful, in rhythm with the ground it claims as home. Listen to the sound of its life against the quiet backdrop of the earth. Then you will know. These are not just creatures on the land. They are part of it, as much a piece of the soil and stone as the mountains or the grass. They live where we live, but they live in ways that remind us the ground is more than something we stand on. It is something that carries entire worlds.